inside of Docker Hub, I've gone ahead and created this private repository right here, which only I can have access to it. So here you can see that this is a private repository. And then you have a bunch of public repositories. So here, public Amigos Code Kubernetes. So this one is the one that we've been using throughout this course. So tags, you can see front end, customer, order, basically hello world. So this is stuff that you've seen throughout this course. So what I want to show you is the following. So in here, let me go ahead and, so basically, if I go back to repositories, and then I've got this Amigos code and then private right here. So let's quickly open up VS Code, and here I'm going to create a new file, and let's name this as pool dash and then secret and then YAML. Now in here, what I'm going to do is say deployment, and let's just leave everything as is. But in here, what we're going to do is the following. Let's just say here, so the image is Amigos Code / and then private. So this is the name of the repo, right? And then for the port 80. Now I'm going to save this. Now let me open up my terminal, and in here I'm going to say kubectl apply -f, and then the name of the file, which is pool secret.yaml. Let's apply. There we go, created. Now kubectl get and then pods. Now check this out. So in here we have error and then image pool, and this is because we haven't configured the ability to pull from a private repository. So what we need to do in order to fix this, so error pull image, and let me show you the logs. So here kubectl and then logs, and then paste the pod name and have a look. So here, waiting to start, trying and failing to pull image. So what we need to do is the following. We need to create a secret specifically for Docker registry. So the way we do it is as follows. So here I'm going to say kubectl and then create and then secret, and then instead of generic as you've seen before, so here the type will be docker dash and then registry, and then we have to name this. So let's say docker dash hub dash and then private, and then backslash on a new line I'm going to say dash dash and then docker dash username equals to Amigos Code, and then on a new line in here I'm going to say dash dash and then docker, and here I'm going to say dash and then password equals to my password, which you will not be able to see. There we go, and then / and then backslash enter, and then dash dash docker dash and then email equals to my email, and then press enter, and there we go. So this is created. Now let me clear the screen and then say kubectl get and then secret and have a look. So here we have Docker Hub and then private. Now the way, and then in here, have a look. The type is kubernetes.io docker and then config JSON. So here what I'm going to do is let's just inspect this secret for now. So here I'm just going to clear the screen, kubectl get secret, and then the name of the secret, Docker Hub private. You can see that's information about it. But now if I say describe instead of get, there we go, and have a look. So here we have data, and this is the key, and then this is the actual bytes, right? So you could also go and say basically get secret and then dash O for YAML, or actually O and then YAML, enter, and this will give you the secret. So I'm not going to scroll up because my secret will be there and then you'll be able to see it. Let's go back to VS Code, and in here you see where we have containers. So what I'm going to do is, so here we have this key called secret, and you can see that we have image pool secret. So here is an optional list of references to secrets in the same namespace to use for pulling any images used by the pod spec. So here I'm going to press enter, and then here I'm going to say name, and then the name of the secret. So remember, the secret is, if I clear the screen and then say, basically we can just get secrets right here. So the name of the secret is Docker Hub Private, copy that, and then here just paste that, and there we go. So now I'm gonna save this. Now go back to my terminal and let's apply. So here I'm gonna say apply, pool secret.yaml, there we go, cube, ctl, get, and then pods, and check this out. So now you can see that in here. So this now it's actually working. So 7 seconds ago, and it managed to pull the secret from my private Docker registry. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a port forward for now, so I don't have to create service. So here, just say port and then forward, and then deployment, and then the name of the deployment, or actually we can just say pod. So we can say pod / the name of the pod. There we go. If I open up my web browser, and then here, localhost 8080, and if I press enter, and it seems that it's not working, and I think I know why. So here, port forward error. So I think if I cancel this, I think it's 80. So basically, yeah. So this container is actually sitting on port 80. Let's go back and then refresh, and there you go. This works. You can see that we have access the application, and this application came from the private Docker registry repo that we have here. So this is cool. So if I refresh this, you should see that this should go up to 3. So before it was 2, now it's 3. So I'm going to leave a link where, for example, if you want to basically pull images from GCR, then basically you can just follow the example, but it's almost the same thing that you're going to be doing if you're going to pull images from private registries. If you have any questions on this topic, drop me a message. Otherwise, catch me on the next one.